I mean, there's always gonna be someone that I can be beat by, and there's no doubt about it. But I think every wrestler appreciates a good battle instead of just an easy victory.
When I was in high school, which was in the 60s, wrestling was a very popular sport. We had roster maybe 30 plus wrestlers. A lot of the high schools had teams there, so we had lots of competition.
Yeah, this year was very tough. We only had about 3 people semi-consistently coming out to practice. Our coach was from an outside organization, so he would come Tuesdays and Thursday evenings, so that's only twice a week.
In my hometown, there wasn't when I first started wrestling, there was only one club. It was called Elliott Lake Gladiators, and that's who I wrestled for. There was no schools that had wrestling, like they didn't allow wrestling at the high school, and the elementary schools had it.
Well, specifically in Canada, I think it's just exposure. Kind of interesting, just the ignorance to the sport keeps people out of the sport. It's really unfortunate.
They're not building schools with wrestling rooms. It's not really a part of what's generally happening.
I push myself because I don't want the Abbey Park Wrestling Club to completely die out. But it's not all up to me.
Self-confidence, body awareness, and conditioning, strength, just mental toughness as well.
It allows people at any level to compete, different age levels at different weight classes. You can actually be competitive.
It's a very demanding sport, so there's no easy way to win a match. At the end of the day, I think it kind of teaches you how to prepare for obstacles you're going to probably face in life. So you put the time in and you prepare to win and you kind of accept it. And if you lose, you work a bit harder and go back to it.
I guess I'm very competitive, and showing up to an event and not being at my best is not even really an option for me. I'd rather work really hard and suffer a lot and show up at a competition knowing that I'm the best that I could be and I'm ready.
When you're on the mat, it's you. That's it. You look around, but it's you and your preparation. That's what stands out.
I played rugby and I did a few team sports, but you're not alone. You're not the only one out there battling. But in wrestling, it's like you're walking out into the middle of the mat, and once you sort of leave your corner where your coach is sitting, you're kind of all by yourself. Win or lose, it's completely on you.
But a lot of it is psychological, and I found that to be the toughest, getting on the mat and knowing that you can beat this guy.
It's tough, right? Because you're, fighting people and beating people up, so it's a really tough sport, and you need a good coach to begin with, so if you don't have that right away, then it's not going to be an option.
And it is an individual sport, but you have to remember, you wouldn't be there if it wasn't for your coach or your training partners. If I came in here and wrestled with myself every day, I'm not getting better.
Even though it's an individual sport, you battle together and you cause trouble together, and then have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep fighting for this sport. It's given me so much. It's a large part of who I am. Who would I be if I didn't fight for it? Wrestling has taught me that when my back is against the mat, I need to remember all the times I'd put my nose to the grinder, get out of it, push through the hard times. That's what wrestlers do. That's the sport. That's why I love it.